Okay, this video is going to cover distractions. Distractions come in the form of, we're going to go with distractions and trauma. Okay, distractions go this way. Distractions come in the form of education. Education is one of the forms, so we're going to talk about a few of them. Okay, education is one, entertainment is another one, and then we're going to stop there. Okay, we're going to start with education. Education throughout time, throughout the hundreds of years, have always been compromised because of not only ever changing learning of something new, but because of other civilizations have conquered other civilizations throughout time. For example, you had the Jews that conquered other civilizations back in the day. Also, Ashkenazi Jews, and also Russians and Assyrians, and Akkadians and things like that. These civilizations, when they had conquered a land, they would go to that land, take that civilization's educational system, and merge with it, and come with something new, come with something different, that will then, influence the next generations that's coming up in that region. So, for instance, if they conquer, uh, let's just say, if they conquer France, they would go and they would take the educational system in France, take it out, take what they like in it, and put what they like in it, and take out the stuff they don't like, which could be the truth about those people. They'll take it out so those people will never know their real origin or their truth, and then they'll put their explanation of how those people got there. They'll put it in that school, and then so the future generations coming up would think that that is history. They would think that that's history. They would literally think that's history. But it's not history. It's someone else's history. And this is a distraction. So when people start going, yeah, get the white man did this and the white man did that, you got to understand how history works. History was formulated so that you could think the white man did this and did that. History was formulated so you could think black people did this and did that. History was formulated so you could think Arabs and all these other people did what they did, how they did it. But the only people that know that are the people that lived back then. You're not going to get a clear explanation. These historical findings are distractions, because now people can say we did this when we back in the day. We did that back in the day. How do you know when you had someone conquer that area? And so they conquered that area. They just let you keep all your secret knowledge. They let you keep all the secret knowledge. Did you know exactly what happened? Because when they conquered Egypt over and over again, because Egypt's been conquered multiple times by different civilizations, they didn't take nothing out of there. No, they didn't take nothing out. They ain't find nothing to say, hey, these people find this out. No, they didn't take it out, right? So when they want you to think you know something, they'll just give it to you. And it won't stop you from learning it. Same thing with the Nibiru and the Anunnaki and the Egyptian shit. They'll let you look at that because they already took what they needed out. And the distraction is you believe in that crap for a long time and staying stuck in wonderment. Like, oh, we did this. And then what else after that? You got people that live in Africa that don't even go to the goddamn pyramids. I done said that before. So what I'm trying to say is they let you do anything is because they already know that that's not going to uplift you. So they let you do it. Go ahead, read that. Go ahead, walk in the pyramids. Go ahead, read about Nibiru. Go ahead, read about it, because they coming back, because they come from a planet, Nibiru, the Anunnaki, and they need our planet for mining it for gold and putting over their atmosphere, because it's a flying planet through space. A flying planet, okay, through space. I used to believe that over crazy shit until I realized when people say the white man the devil and black people say the white man the devil, even some white people say, yeah, we did some horrible things, but y'all just didn't touch the educational system. Nah, they didn't touch science and tell you it's planets in the sky, but they told you that. So now you sitting there as a black man or any other race going, yeah, the planet, say I went to planet so-and-so and in my sleep and I was over on planet. They infected your brain so much that you think the motherfuckers is planets. I did too. Until I realized, hey, who I get this knowledge from? And who we be talking about that they know goddamn well they ain't never telling the truth. And then we go right with their science and start talking about planets and moon. The moon is one big rock that was just broke off the earth and formed perfectly into a perfect circle that fit right in front of the sun in the eclipse. Oh, it's just perfect. Or we believe all the politics that they give us because, of course, they can come and conquer somebody else's land and then act like it's theirs and then change the whole history and tell you about history. We gonna conquer your history and then tell you about it. So that's why the only thing you can do to beat this shit is don't listen to them. There it is. What the fuck? Hey, don't even listen to them unless they finna give you some fucking money plans how you can keep this cash. Other than that, because the cash is fake. So if they want to talk about, they want to try to teach somebody something, teach them how to keep the money and never get broke again and get way up there like that. Because if you ain't talking about that, I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. Because everything they got to say is a lie. And you can't get no lie out of nowhere. You can only get it out of the truth. So that's why it resonates with people when they tell you a lie and you start thinking it's the truth because it sounds like it. Because they took some truth and made it out of a lie. So now you going, man, yeah, it could be some space because when I look up in the air, it look black. Oh yeah, it could be taxes put on this because when I looked at my check, blah blah blah. They take what's already in front of you and manipulate that and tell you what it is. This is how they've been doing. So yeah, you're supposed to have a structural system of politics and money and taxes and all that, but they're gonna tell you how it should be done, and how it's done is basically fucking you. IRS don't even supposed to exist. They don't even supposed to be doing that shit to you, but they doing it. So they gonna tell you the reason why it must be done. Just like they told you there's planets in the sky and the motherfuckers ain't nothing but lights. And when you put your motherfucking telescope on and you look at them real close, they ain't nothing but some lights in the sky. That's all they are. And they gonna tell you they planets. So when they give you that CGI shit, then the reason why they gotta tell you that, because you go, why they gotta tell us? Life is short. They gotta tell you that because what's up there is spiritual. What's up there is spirituality. So when you look in the sky, they can't stop the sky. So it is spirituality, but they're gonna tell you what you're looking at. So yeah, you looking at some planets. No, that ain't no spiritual thing up there. It's not. The moon and the sun, they ain't spiritual at all. It's a rock, and the sun is a ball of fire. This is because they the same people that you say the devil told you this, nigga. They telling you this. But again, I digress. You ain't looking at the properties of the moon, the properties of the sun, how they really be moving around. You going with what they telling you. So, and then if you go into Egypt or anything, you motherfucker talking about Egypt and Kemet, where the planets at? Why they ain't got planets on the wall? All of them. Because they were so smart, why they ain't got all the planets on the wall, including Jupiter, all this old shit on the Egyptian black people walls? Why come they ain't got it? Fuck Samaria. Because that's when they was just finna start lying to you. They didn't just made that shit. I'm talking about the Egyptians that's supposed to have been here so long. Why come we don't see pictures of a goddamn solar system up in there? A complete solar system. Where is it? Because the motherfuckers knew that this is the solar system where you sitting at right now. And what's up in the fucking sky is your motherfucking spiritual entities, the gods. That's what's up there. The gods, nigga. The motherfucker that forged all the walls around this place. That forged all the goddamn ice walls. Are moving in a circle. The gods. When you look up in the sky, what you see. And they say there shall never be no gods before me. I'm a jealous God. Because that jealous God is a human. Is a humanoid or a spiritual entity that's humanoidish in thought. So of course it's gonna get jealous. So my whole point is, when you say there'll be no other gods before me, because the gods before you are the sun, the moon that you call the moon, and all these other entities up there. But since you ain't up there no more, because somehow you in a physical form, and you one of those, you want to come down here and say there should be no gods before me, when you know actually you took the creations of the entities above and made them your slave. And guess what? It's worked. Because No plane can fly in a straight line. Because if you fly in a straight line, you might run into the lands they don't want you to see. That's why they got an Arctic treaty where you can't go past the so-called Antarctica. You can't go past certain parts of the lands because they know if you do, you're going to see civilizations you ain't never saw before. These same civilizations fly way up in the sky and visit your land and say they come from a fucking other planet. Because if they tell you if they come from a land far away, then you're going to want to go there. So in order to get somewhere real fast, it's either through the water, because that's why it's a lot of water down here, because that's how you can get there. You either get there through water travel, underground travel, or you get there through the sky. And if you're getting there through the sky, you got to fly way up, like almost like you're in space, and then you go out. Ain't no go way up and then fly into another planet. It's going way up until you see nothing but that thing that they call space, and then out. And when you go out, you're going to fly over different lands that you ain't ever saw before. And that is what they don't want you to see. And they got Elon Musk in there as a fucking puppet, so you can believe everything Elon Musk says. But anyway, back on the real, because it's all real. The fake shit that they giving you are distractions. These distractions cause trauma. Trauma, then again, it affects people in different ways. So if you getting a distraction, the fact of information that you was a slave, then you're distracted from your reality that you wasn't a slave. So you're being distracted years and years and years of movies and stereotypes that they put out that you're a slave. So what does that do? That traumatizes you low key to accept that, to think to accept that into your psyche. Then you go outside and you got niggas shooting guns everywhere. That's another distraction because they put the guns in the neighborhood. So that's another distraction. So now you got niggas shooting guns. Then you got educational system lying to you. Then you got them in your pockets through the IRS. Then you got the motherfucking cops around the block just pulling people over for nothing. Do you understand where we living at? You understand? And the only thing that could stop it is the people themselves. But the artists that come out with these music that come from these areas, they sell outs too, because they can't do nothing. But then, and they working with who? The white man. The white man giving them Birkin bags. They going to posing and all these fucking, they want to have this fashion shit going on. See, my whole point is you whining and crying about something, but you accepting everything from these motherfuckers. Everything, because that's all you know to do. So, since you all you know to do that, you have to reverse it on them. You can't just take it and be all happy sitting up with your thumb in your mouth and then turn around and go, white man devil. But the thumb you sucking got they cum all on it, like that. And got the white man cum, it got the cum all on it. So it don't matter. And all this color shit don't matter. Because you sucking thumbs, man. When you know you should take the thumb out your mouth and get your own thumb. But you won't do that because you sucking thumbs. And then you sitting up here talking about them at the same time. Huh? So my whole thing is everybody need to just get off of what they talking about. Undisputed, entertainment, ESPN, all that, and reverse it. Because it's entertainment, just like they did in Gladiator. We need to entertain the people because we really falling down as a structure. So while we falling down as a structure, we need to give these people entertainment. So they're not paying attention to how we're fucking them. That is the whole thing. Entertainment comes in the form of stereotypes, education, and all this other shit. Racism and everything else. It comes in those forms to keep you distracted from what they really doing to you every single day. That's why they can come out with a new disease. They can come out and do anything because we too busy. I gotta eat, man. I gotta live. I gotta eat. But then you waste 20 to 15 minutes on Facebook on the dumbass goof troop shit. Did you won't even go look up nothing and go, man, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Oh, what they say on the news, who cares? Fuck them. The news is the CIA. Operation Mockingbird. Do we have to keep saying this again? Look it up. The news is the CIA. So why you watching the news, but then you say you ain't a snitch? You saying you ain't a rat, but you watching the CIA. Look it up. Don't be a bitch. Like, look up shit sometime. And yo, don't get mad because I said that. Look up shit sometime. Stop taking the hand that feeding you is the same hand that's stabbing you, and it ain't always a white hand. It's the same hand that's been slapping everybody. The hand that controls every fucking person like a puppet string. And the moment your motherfucking ass cut those strings and say fuck they stereotypes, fuck all this silly shit, what are they doing to us? Then you become a real motherfucker.